it wasn't easy getting a reservation.
They're probably going to want us to give up our table. Mm-hmm. Getting a lot of dirty looks.
You know, in general, you always have to be careful.
So serious. I'm sorry.
And, you know, I've said I regretted having those dinners.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. America is done with virtue signaling, really reaching an apex in the 2024 election, where Oprah and Michelle Obama and every Hollywood celebrity, Lizzo, George Clooney, they all got together and lectured us, scolded us, that we must vote for their preferred candidate, otherwise we'd be bad people. The problem with virtue signaling is we've gotten a good look at the people doing the signaling, and we've realized they have no virtue themselves. So we don't want to listen to them anymore. And that's how you get the results of the 2024 election. It's a broken system. Bill Gates is one of the people who broke that system. Bill Gates has paid the highest priced PR firms, bought media companies. Truly, he's like a massive investor in media companies in order to write puff pieces on what a great person he is. But Bill Gates isn't a good person. He's a terrible person. Go look at a man's family and I'll show you who that man really is. Donald Trump's family loves him. His children flock to him and they adore him and want to be around him. Bill Gates' wife calls him one of the most evil people who ever lived. Never a good look. Bill Gates had an affair with a young, potentially underage, Russian bridge player who he met through Jeffrey Epstein. This affair has been widely covered. This is something that Bill Gates has copped to, and it's destroyed his marriage. Bill Gates has photos with this Russian bridge player. Her name is Malia Antonova. She was very, very young. She was like 30 years his junior when they met. And then Jeffrey Epstein promptly used this affair to extort Bill Gates and get money from him. Par for the course. Bill Gates' wife has done interviews about this relationship between Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Gates was very good friends with Jeffrey Epstein and was business partners with him as well. And here's what Bill Gates' ex-wife has to say about it.
Epstein exactly one time.
Did you?
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, you know, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It's awful.
You felt that the moment you walked in. I didn't realize
that. He was awful.
That. Yeah. And you shared that with Bill and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Okay.
But I made it very clear how I felt about him.
Mm-hmm.
And then divorced Bill Gates. I mean, listen, it takes some guts. I'm not saying I'm not a Melinda Gates fan, but I'm saying, like, it takes some cojones to divorce the richest man on earth and a very powerful, clearly evil man. Bill Gates is an evil man. Listen to him respond when pressed about who Jeffrey Epstein was, because some reporters have had temerity to ask.
You, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead. So, you know, in general, you always have to be careful.
You know, it's amazing sometimes, even with real creeps like Bill Gates, who've gone through all the media training that money can buy, you can't really hide your true self, can you? When asked about the death of Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Gates smiles like this. He can't help but smirk and say, "He's dead." Witness number one on Jeffrey Epstein's murder should be Bill Gates. Elon Musk has confirmed that Bill Gates was on the Epstein list. He was a client, and that, well, Bill Gates is going to be spending quite a bit of time in prison if they actually do a full investigation. And I just want to button this up before we get to the breaking news about Bill Gates. One final little thing that we found out yesterday from Pam Bondi. That Pam Bondi has 10,000 plus tapes of very rich, very powerful people in very compromising positions with underage women. And all that evidence was in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Listen to this.
No, the FBI, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos
Tens of
of
thousands.
Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him later and find out.
Okay. Well, I mean, could Bill Gates potentially be in any of those videos? Tens of thousands with young women, pornographic images with young women. Bill Gates is seen on camera with Jeffrey Epstein multiple times. He was 55 and she was in her 20s. They met around 2013. So she was young. Here's a photo of Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein at Jeffrey Epstein's infamous Manhattan mansion on the Upper East Side that was wired with cameras and recording devices everywhere. Did Bill Gates take the young Russian bridge player to that mansion? You know, they met and hung out in New York. I don't know. I just know that the pressure cooker has probably been turned up quite a bit on these guys after Pam Bondi said they're going to be releasing the tapes. Okay. Well, right on cue, would you look at this? Bill Gates has announced that he's going to give away all of his money. In 20 years, I'll give away virtually all of my money. During the first 25 years of the Gates Foundation, we gave away more than $100 billion over the next 2 decades. We're going to double our giving, and I'm going to die with nothing. This is what he says. This is going to give away virtually everything. Nearly all my wealth will go to society. What does that mean? Yeah, I wonder what society means. The $200 billion gamble, Bill Gates plans to wind down his foundation. In a wide-ranging interview, he explains his decision, the Trump administration's assault on foreign aid. Oh, got it. Okay. Because Trump is cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, Bill Gates is now going to vaccinate more kids with HIV in Africa. Got it? God, he's such a good guy. Gates snubs his kids from inheritance billions as he makes a shock announcement. Bill Gates announced that he'll give away 99% of his immense fortune in the coming years. Is this all a hedge in order to get people off of the Jeffrey Epstein news cycle, right? Is this like a PR hedge? Makes you wonder. The tech mogul is shuttering the Gates Foundation in December 2045, effectively ending a lifelong project to give away a multi-billion-dollar fortune. He announced on Thursday that he plans to distribute virtually all of his money, $200 billion, within the next 20 years. The Gates Foundation, founded in 2000, along with his ex-wife, Melinda Gates. Why is she the ex-wife? Can anybody say? Who left after the divorce from Microsoft billionaire, pours billions of dollars into foreign aid. Good. You know what? Good for you. If it's your money, just go ahead and use it however you want. Pour it into foreign aid. It's not, I don't want my tax dollars going to foreign aid. You can do it yourself. He'll hold just 1% of his wealth. He'll leave himself with just $1 billion, just $1.62 billion. You know, I'm sure you have that same number in your bank account. I feel so bad for you. You must be poor, right? He has 3 adult children who will most likely inherit the remaining millions in cash upon his death. Following the announcement, he said it's kind of thrilling to be able to put into these causes. His announcement signals both a promise of sustained support for those causes, global health and education. Got it? He's the guy who's been pushing all the vaccines. Such a healthy guy. Such a good guy. He's so good. He's so good. Such a good person. Look at me. I'm a good person. I'm not leaving any money to my children. But he's saying that Doge will cost 2 million lives. You see. Yeah, that's right. What an evil piece of crap. 2 million lives, says Bill Gates, attacking Doge. The Epstein client attacking Doge. No child or mother should die from a preventable cause. Oh, okay. You mean like your vaccines? We have an opportunity to save more lives around the world than ever before. And I want them to do even more to help. That's why I'm giving away all of my wealth. Okay, Bill Gates says that he will donate all of his wealth to his own foundation. Could it be any more obvious that this guy is the biggest piece of shit on the planet? Bill Gates is shutting down the Gates Foundation, giving away all $200 billion. I mean, again, it sure as hell seems like this is something that is political in nature, that he's trying to defend himself against the Epstein allegations, and many online are calling for him to be yeeted into the sun. I wish people hated Bill Gates the way they hate Elon. One is trying to kill you, and the other is trying to pay you. That's right. Bill Gates is the guy who invested in a shocking move that few can explain and no one can understand, other than Bill Gates maybe. He was able to invest in massive vaccine manufacturers and pharmaceutical companies, massive amounts, like insane inflows from Bill Gates into these companies right before COVID, right before the mandatory vaccine. Otherwise, you lose your job and you're not allowed to be part of society. It really makes you wonder. I'm glad Bill Gates Foundation is closing. The Bill Gates Foundation is a great evil on the earth. Bill Gates accuses Elon Musk of killing children with USAID cuts. The bloody cheek of Bill Gates to accuse Elon of killing children. Really? It's Bill Gates. This photo, no photos of Elon Musk with Jeffrey Epstein. Strange, that. But you're going to accuse Elon Musk of hurting children when this photo exists. That caused that made Jeffrey Epstein blackmail. If Jeffrey Epstein put this relationship together, you were like 30 years older than her. And you're going to accuse Elon Musk of hurting children? Yeah. Good riddance. I view this as a massive L. Klaus Schwab has resigned. Bill Gates is shuttering the Gates Foundation. Globalists in panic. Are we back, boys? I'm going to view this as a total overall win for us. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.